Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another Miami Dolphins instant reaction. Instant reaction, Dolphins lose 48-20 to the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, pretty bad, guys. 28-point deficit in this game. Rough game. We got a lot to talk about. It was definitely a bad game, but, you got to look at some things here, so we're going to get to it. First, break down the box score. Josh Allen played very well today. He had 4 touchdown passes, looked very, very good. I have to give him credit where credit is due. He throws to Gabe Davis for a touchdown, so it's 7-0 Buffalo. Miami Dolphins would go right back down the field with Devon Achane with a 3-yard touchdown and tied at 7. And then James Cook with a touchdown to give the Bills the lead. And then Miami Dolphins would answer back right there with another touchdown. So that is Achane with a 10-yard touchdown. It's 14 apiece now. And the Bills would take a lead with another touchdown just very shortly after that to make it 21-14. And then a huge play, 55 yards to Stephon Diggs to make it 28-14. But there's nothing about this play that is as bad as the tackling on this play. It's about a 20-yard pass to Diggs. Nice catch. He stays in bounds. Kader Kohu was covering Diggs throughout this game, and I'm sorry, he's a good corner. He played really well last year, and he's been fine this year, but we probably should have had Xavier Howard on Stephon Diggs because Kader Kohu did not have a great day today. Diggs was amazing today with 3 touchdowns and 120 yards, and it seemed like Kader Kohu was covering Diggs every time. And then Tyler Bass with a 53-yard field goal close to the end of the half to give the Bills a commanded 31-14 lead, so a huge lead going into half. Dolphins come out of the half. Tua to Berrios for an 11-yard touchdown. They go for 2. Honestly, not sure what the point of going for 2 was. I would have just kicked the extra point, take the points, but they don't get the 2-point. Tyler Bass gets a 33-yard field goal, and here's where you're like, okay, we can still come back. You're only down 2 touchdowns. You got the ball back. And then Tua would throw an interception. His only of the game. We'll get to Tua. I think he just played fine today. I really don't think he played that bad, but we'll get to that. Allen finds Diggs for his 3rd touchdown. Stephon Diggs was, like I said, really, really good today. And then Josh Allen with an 11-yard rushing touchdown. That would make it 48-20, which is your final score. First downs, 20-24. Total yards, 393 for the Dolphins, 414. So really, when you look at it, it wasn't bad. Dolphins had some costly penalties. 8 penalties for 98 yards, with the Bills only getting 20 yards of penalties. So costly penalties for the Dolphins. But the total yards, you look at it, really, it's not that bad. Like, not that big of a difference. But I will admit the Bills were the way better team today. And Allen was the better quarterback, but the Bills were the way better team. So let's get to the stats. I'll go through the Bills real quick here because, yeah, also, there were some crazy comebacks. I'll talk at the end before we finish the video, a couple of the games today. The NFL had some crazy 1 o'clock games today. Comebacks, blowouts, shocking victories. We'll get to all that, but Allen was 21 for 25, 84 completion percentage, 4 touchdowns, 320 yards, and it just seemed like he could get whatever he wanted. Tackling, guys. Tackling. They teach you to. You got to make the tackles, and they could not tackle today, the Miami Dolphins. They get like a 10 to 15-yard play, and it would turn into like a 25 to 30-yard play. Like, it's just unnecessary. You got to have guys making these simple tackles because there was a couple plays where the Dolphins would miss tackles, and it would create a big play when if they couldn't make the tackle, it would have just been a quick first down, nothing crazy. So, like I said, Allen was really good. Bills didn't really run it that well today. Dolphins have been pretty good at stopping the run as of late, besides that first game. But yeah, Diggs, like I said, 6 catches, 120 yards and 3 touchdowns. Gabe Davis, 3 catches, 61 yards and a touchdown. So let's get to the Dolphins side here. Also, Bills' defense is one of the best defenses in the NFL. If you can stop, Dolphins just put up 70 last week. If you can stop the Miami Dolphins to just 20 points, if you can hold them to just 20 points, you deserve a lot of credit. That's very impressive. The Bills' defense was very good today. Tua, 25 of 35, 71.4% completion percentage with 282 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. So this game's kind of similar to that game against New England where Tua, he's efficient, 71.4% completion percentage on 35 passes. That's very good. 282 yards. That's very good as well. A touchdown and an interception. The interception, though, it was a bad throw. Yes, it was a very bad throw. But other than that, I thought Tua was pretty good. Didn't make many mistakes today. He did get sacked 4 times. Teron Armstead left the game with an injury, guys. That sucks, man. I hope he's doing all right, man, because we need to protect Tua, and we need the O-line to be healthy. Connor Williams also did not play in this game, which definitely hurt. Dolphins starting center, Connor Williams, didn't play. So Tua was sacked 4 times. In the previous 3 games, he was only sacked 1 time. And that just shows you got to give credit to the Bills' defense. They were really good, and they are a really good defense. Okay, we got to talk about the run game. Run game was pretty good today, but we didn't run it enough. A-Chain, 8 rushes, 101 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Man, this rookie A-Chain, he keeps impressing me every week. Last week he had the 200 yards and 2 touchdowns rushing, 2 receiving touchdowns, 4 in total. This week, 101 yards on only 8 carries for 2 touchdowns. I get it. Bills are good at stopping the run, but A-Chain was doing really well today, 12.6 average yards per carry. You got to run the ball more, man. It was working with A-Chain. He did have one really big run. It was a 55-yard run. Mostert, 7 rushes, 9 yards. That's not good. But you only gave him 7 runs. You know, I feel like they could have ran it a little more. Mostert did fumble twice and lose one of the fumbles. And then Tua did take off for 2 runs. He picked up a couple yards on a couple runs. But as for the receiving, nothing crazy today. Tyreek Hill with just 3 catches, 58 yards. They held Tyreek Hill very well today. Also, Tre'Davious White was injured on one of the plays. He might have, twisted an ankle or something, but I really hope he's okay. I hope Tre'Davious White's okay. So, Waddle with 4 catches for 46 yards. Braxton Berrios was really good today. 6 catches on 6 targets, 43 yards, and a touchdown. The tight end Durham Smythe with 4 catches, 41 yards. Mostert, 3 catches, 36 yards. The fullback Alec Ingold had a 23-yard reception. A-Chain, a couple catches. Cedric Wilson, a catch. And yeah, Sanders made both of his extra points. But the defense, we got to talk about the defense, guys, was not good today. Like I already mentioned, the tackling wasn't good. You have to tackle, man, or you're just going to let up some big plays. Because if you miss a guy on a tackle, if you can't tackle him and there's nobody behind, what are you going to do? That guy's going to break free for some crazy yards. And there's just some of these tackles, you got to make the tackles. But as for Tua, man, he played a good game today. It wasn't bad. The interception was bad. He missed the guy. It was Chosen Anderson on a pass. He just missed him. Threw it over his head, picked off. So that was really not a good throw, but it's all right, man. He's going to make mistakes. He's still got 9 touchdowns, 3 picks through 4 games with 1,300 yards or something. Tua's been really good, man. And one okay game. It wasn't even a bad game. They got crushed by the Bills. I admit that. They got crushed by 28, but he almost had 300 yards passing, and he only turned the ball over once. So it wasn't too bad. But yeah, as I said, this is a tough stretch, guys. I mean, the first 4 weeks, yes, we play the Chargers, who don't look great out of the gate. Same with the Patriots. They don't look great out of the gate. The Broncos just won today, but they didn't look very good. We put up 70 on them. And then you play the Bills. But you're looking at 3 road games in the first 4 games of the year. 3 road games, man. That's tough. Obviously, you want to win this one, because if we win this game, I mean, the Bills are 2-2. We're 4-0. We had the division advantage. Now the Bills have that tiebreaker. But I think we'll play a lot better when we play the Bills in Miami. We beat them in Miami last year, and we lost in Buffalo last year. And it seems like that can go both ways with some teams. You lose to your rivals on the road, but you can take care of them and win at home. But 3 road games in the first 4 is tough, really tough. But at the end of the day, we're still 3-1. It's not anything too bad. We'll still be one of the top teams in the AFC, because now there's no undefeated teams in the AFC. And the Rams just scored a touchdown in overtime This game was absolutely crazy. Rams had a 23-0 lead. Colts would tie it 23-23, and now in overtime, the Rams just scored a touchdown. Is that game over, or did the? I should know the overtime rules, and I'm pretty sure I do, but I think they might have fixed and changed them, because I feel like the Colts get a. I don't know if the Colts get a extra drive. I feel like they should, and with 2 seconds left, the Commanders just tied the Eagles up with 2 seconds left. Wow. That game was really good. As for the rest of the games, Jaguars easily took care of the Falcons on Sunday morning today. Desmond Ridder didn't really look very good. He had 2 picks, including a pick 6. Bengals, man. Bengals. Guys. Joe Burrow, man. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm a huge Joe Burrow fan, and I keep saying, oh, it's all right. He's just a little inconsistent right now. He's just struggling. He'll get better. And each week, it seems to get worse somehow. Sacked 3 times. No picks, no touchdowns, but 20 to 30, 165 yards. Like, that's not the Joe Burrow we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing 300 yards a game and 2 touchdowns at least. And they lost 27-3 to a Tennessee Titans team that has also had a little bit of struggles to start their season as well. Browns, Ravens. Deshaun Watson was not playing, so they put in rookie Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and I really feel bad for him. He's not. This doesn't mean he's a bad quarterback because, it's his first start. His first NFL start. Everyone's a little nervous, but he definitely needs some time to develop. He went 19 to 36, 121 yards, and 3 interceptions with no touchdowns. That is not a great game for him, but again, it's his first start, But Ravens, Lamar Jackson was terrific today. I have Lamar Jackson on my fantasy team, and I just made a trade to get Mark Andrews, and man, my team's projected to score like 150 this week, so my Dolphins may have lost, but, fantasy team's doing good. Lamar, really good day, and Mark Andrews, good day. Buccaneers beat the Saints. Wow. 26-9. I actually picked the Saints to win that game because of their Saints defense, but Buccaneers win. Rams beat the Colts. I guess the Colts don't get a drive in overtime, or did they already have one? No, they didn't have a drive, or they didn't get a drive, but Rams win in overtime. Vikings win, get their first win, and the Texans, 30-6. Now, I did see this score already. Kenny Pickett did leave a game with an injury, so you hope he's okay. And C.J. Stroud, man, he's looking like an absolute star in this league. 16 to 30, 306 yards, 2 touchdowns, still hasn't thrown an interception, man. C.J. Stroud's going to be really good. But, yeah, like I said, what are you going to do? Dolphins lose 48-20. But I want to say the Bills played a really good game. GG's good game to the Bills. They definitely deserve this win. They were the better team, and they played really well today. And we'll see how the Dolphins do next week. We have the New York Giants in Miami next week. So we'll see if we can bounce back that week. But that is going to do it for the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.